Hello, nerds! We are doing reaction video. We're reacting to Skillet. The name of the song, if I can have the right window open, the name of the song is Psycho in my head, but you knew that already because you clicked on the dang button. The reason I chose this song is because Skillet is just one of those bands that is really fascinating in a lot of ways, but not necessarily for any good reasons. Yeah, that being said, let's do this. Well, hello there, nerds. Thank you very much for joining me for this reaction video. We have a couple of things to get out of the way before we can get back to said video. First and foremost, I do reactions as more of a initial analysis. So we're going to be stopping this. We're going to be talking over certain things. We're going to be replaying sections. We're going to be doing a lot of things that are not conducive to somebody who just wants to watch the original content. If you would rather watch the original content uninterrupted, then please go do that. I definitely would recommend that before you join me here on this reaction and analysis. Beyond that, I have to get my qualifications out of the way. I have been training in music since I was a little kid, which means approximately 30 years. I have been a professional musician and studio producer for about 20 of those 30 years. I have also been making, directing, and editing music videos and YouTube content for over a decade at this point. So I have a base of knowledge that lends itself to adding something constructive to this conversation. And that is exactly what this is. This is a conversation. This is my interpretation of what we're about to react to and analyze. If you have a different interpretation, that's what the comment section is for. Let's have a conversation about this thing, about why it may or may not be the greatest thing ever, whatever it is. I welcome the comments. I do request, though, that you try and be constructive with your criticism, or you at least have some sort of knowledge base to work from, because gotcha moments are not going to work in this comment section. I do have a pretty strong knowledge base and a pretty strong opinion most of the time. So, all of that being said, thank you very much for joining me right now, and let's get back to your regularly scheduled reaction video. Okay, what are the, so history of the band. History with the band, there's really not much, because this is not a band that I really listen to, really pay any attention to in a lot of ways. Again, I find them interesting because of their Christian rockness, because of the outspoken nature of their vocalist. They're just a really interesting band for that reason. Beyond that, they write strangely catchy tunes that I just so I'm not gonna say that they're bad. It's not my cup of metal. It's not I've never spent money on listening to Skillet. I've never even taken the time to sail the seven seas to get one of their records or anything of that nature. But I don't necessarily turn the station when I hear them on the radio. When I, on the rare occasion I do listen to radio. Yeah, just a very interesting band. So, according to Wikipedia, this is the opening of their Wikipedia article. It says, Skillet is an American Christian rock band formed in Memphis, Tennessee in 1996. Wow, 1996, huh? The band currently consists of husband and wife duo John Cooper, lead vocals and bass, and Corey Cooper, rhythm guitar, keyboards, and backing vocals, along with Jen Ledger, drums and vocals, and Seth Morrison, lead guitar. The band has released 11 albums, 2 of which, Collide and Comatose, received Grammy nominations. 2 of their albums, Comatose and Awake, are certified platinum and double platinum, respectively, by the RIAA. while Rise and Unleashed are certified gold as of June 29th, 2020. 4 of their songs, Monster, Hero, Awaken Alive, and Feel Invincible, are certified multi-platinum, respectively 5 times, 3 times, and 2 times, while another 2, Whispers in the Dark and Comatose, are certified platinum. And another 4, good lord, Rebirthing, Not Gonna Die, The Last Night, and The Resistance are certified gold. Wow. Skillet went through several lineup changes in the early in their career, leaving founder John Cooper as the only original member remaining in the band, and they are known for their relentless touring schedule, which garnered them top 5 ranking in the hardest working bands of 2010 by Songkick.com. So, that is who Skillet is. What are my expectations for this track? So, expectations for Psycho in my head. There's going to be a ridiculously catchy hook. Like, that is one of the things that Skillet does. There's going to be something that is easy to sing along with because that's who they are. I also expect the production to be so overproduced as to be shiny. I don't know that they are a band that is really known for any exceptional production tricks or anything like that, but they are definitely a band with enough experience to find a producer who can make their stuff sound really, really polished. As far as the performance goes, I think it's going to be really bland. I think there's going to be a whole heap and help of rock bass syndrome, because when your vocalist is also the bass player, see Tom Araya, that doesn't really leave a whole lot of room for nuance when it comes to bass lines. Going to be real simple stuff there. Going to be, I mean, everything else they do is always pretty simple. I don't even know that you could necessarily say Skillet is overly heavy in a lot of ways either. Just really run-of-the-mill, active rock is the name of the genre these days. Yeah, I think that's all I really expect out of Skillet. So let's switch this bad boy over and do the thing. Yes, I was 100% right. Already with the catchy riff, you've got the super simple bass line behind the riff that's just playing those root notes, which again is kind of how rock and roll is by the masses anyway. And very glossy, shiny production. So yeah, continuing on. Maybe I'm just paranoid. This sounds like their last 3 singles. Like, there is not anything here that makes this stand out as being from a different record. I'm just living a lie. Can't stop this screaming voice. Or maybe I'm just sick inside. This is the face I hate. The other side of me. Out of this cage he breaks to take the life from me. Tell me I'm not crazy. There's a psycho in my head. Yeah, they're standard drop D. There's nothing here that is like, ooh, listen to how pretty that. Like, I guess there's some good drum tone as far as production goes, but performance-wise, this is like every other Skillet track, like 98% of all active rock tracks. This is music for the masses. This is what this is. And not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that. This just doesn't stand out. They leave that open. There is nothing here. There's nothing here. Like, basic song structure, basic performance. The video is even overly polished to the point of, like, being bland. That's cool. Let's go back. I say that, and then immediately after, the one cool thing happens. So that effect is, I guess, with modern stuff is not super difficult, but still pretty damn effective. This whole his face on fire, spitting out this fireball thing, that's cool looking. Like, and thematically it fits, but just yeah. Nothing here, man. Nothing here. I mean, he's got a good voice, but again, there's no like pushing of it. There's no stretching. There's no flexing the muscle of, I have a really good voice and here's this really interesting run that I'm going to do during the bridge. There's no, as far as guitar wise, I'm sure there's going to be, if there hasn't been already, and that's the sad part, is I don't even know if there's been a solo, because everything's so safe and easy that if there was a solo, I blocked it out of my memory. Like, it's just almost there. Tease for the next reaction video. Oh, that happened last time too because I wasn't paying attention. All right, so that was Skillet, Psycho in My Head. Normally I would have had a lot more to say because there would have been something challenging here that needed some sort of analysis, but isn't really challenging. When you do just the basic verse, chorus, verse, bridge, it doesn't really, there's nothing there. There's nothing to analyze. Mediocrity is almost worse than failure because it's fine. It's probably gonna, I'm shaking the camera. It's probably going to make them a fair amount of money because people will pay money to see them live because of this song. Probably gonna go listen to this song on Spotify a bunch of times. I don't know that they're gonna do a whole lot of song sales for this individual song, but then, like, this is the kind of stuff that their community really eats up. They really dig this kind of safe, repetitive stuff, and more power to them, I guess, because the simplicity in life is something to really revel in, and it's just difficult for me when it comes to music to revel in simplicity. I like things to be a little bit more. It doesn't have to be like crazy death metal lead solo licks. It doesn't have to be like intense extended jazz chords. It doesn't have to be that stuff. That you can write a very sonically interesting pop song and make it at once easily digestible for the masses, and also something that is deserving of study by music types, by people who analyze music, by people who teach music, by people who study this kind of thing. And that's just not Skillet's forte. It is what it is, but we're going to end it there. Thank you very much for joining me for this one, nerds. I apologize if it was a little bit more boring than usual, because it's a boring song. Yeah, we're gonna end it there. We're gonna peace out. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.